Most people think success comes from massive effort, big breakthroughs, or huge motivation. But the truth, it's the smallest daily actions, the ones that seem almost invisible, that create the biggest long-term results. This is the science of micro habits and how they can rewire your brain for success. Section 1. Why big effort doesn't last. Think about New Year's resolutions. Gyms are packed in January, empty by March. Diets start strong, but the fridge is full of takeout by week 3. Why? Because massive effort relies on one fuel source: motivation. And motivation is unstable. It spikes, then crashes. Your brain is designed to conserve energy. Big lifestyle overhauls trigger resistance because they feel unsafe. The brain thinks, this is too much change too fast. Abort. Micro habits bypass this resistance. They fly under the radar. Instead of demanding huge effort, they're so easy your brain doesn't panic. One push-up, one line in a journal, one glass of water. They seem almost laughable. But over time, they build consistency, and consistency outlasts motivation every time. Story. Think of the person who tries to run 5 miles a day versus the person who puts on running shoes every morning. The first burns out, the second becomes a runner. Section 2. The science of micro habits. This isn't just philosophy, it's backed by neuroscience. Neuroplasticity. Every time you repeat an action, you strengthen neural connections. Tiny habits are like laying down mental bricks. Over weeks and months, they build a solid pathway in your brain. Dopamine feedback loop. Small wins release dopamine. Even ticking off, drink a glass of water, gives you a hit of reward, training your brain to want to repeat it. Compounding effect. James Clear in Atomic Habits calls habits the compound interest of self-improvement. Just as a small investment grows into wealth over years, a small habit grows into transformation over time. B.J. Fogg's Tiny Habits Research. Success doesn't come from motivation. It comes from making habits so small, they're impossible to fail. Motivation grows as a byproduct, not a requirement. Example, flossing one tooth. Ridiculous, right? But once you've started, you often keep going. The habit isn't flossing, it's starting. Section 3. How micro habits rewire identity. Here's the real power. Micro habits don't just change your behavior. They change your identity. One push-up isn't about fitness. It's about casting a vote for, I'm the kind of person who doesn't skip workouts. One sentence in a journal isn't about writing. It's about reinforcing, I'm the kind of person who reflects. Meditating for 1 minute isn't about calm. It's about saying, I'm the kind of person who prioritizes mental clarity. Every small action is a vote for the type of person you want to become. One vote won't decide the election, but stack enough votes and identity shifts. Once identity shifts, bigger habits feel natural instead of forced. Story. Marcus Aurelius didn't become a Stoic emperor overnight. He wrote daily reflections. Small notes became the book Meditations. The legacy came from small, repeated habits. Section 4. Practical micro habits. You can start today. Let's get practical. Here are small habits across life areas that create massive ripple effects. Health. Drink 1 glass of water before coffee. Stretch for 60 seconds when you wake up. Walk for 2 minutes after meals. Fitness. Do 5 squats before brushing your teeth. Put your workout clothes on as soon as you get home. Start with 1 push-up. Momentum will carry you further. Focus. Write down 1 priority for the day before opening email. Set a 2-minute timer to tidy your workspace. Open your book and read 1 sentence. Growth. Write 1 line in a gratitude journal. Practice 1 deep breath before answering the phone. Learn 1 new word a day. Individually, they feel tiny. Collectively, they're life-altering. Section 5. The long game. How small wins become big results. Day to day, micro habits feel almost pointless. What difference does 1 glass of water make? Or 1 push-up? Or 1 page of reading? But zoom out. 1 glass of water a day equals 365 healthier choices a year. 1 page of reading equals 12 to 15 books over a few years. 1 push-up a day equals thousands of reps that build strength, discipline, and momentum. The compounding effect is invisible at first, then undeniable. Just like money doubles quietly before exploding into wealth, habits transform slowly before creating visible breakthroughs. This is why most people quit. They don't see results fast enough. But those who trust the process, who keep showing up in small ways, reap the exponential rewards later. Story. Think of bamboo. For years, nothing happens above the soil, but underground roots are spreading. Then suddenly, it shoots up feet in just weeks. Micro habits are your bamboo roots. Section 6. Overcoming the barriers. Let's address the excuses. It's too small to matter. Wrong. Small is the point. Tiny is sustainable. Sustainable builds momentum. I forget. Solution. Habit stacking. Anchor new habits to existing ones. Floss right after brushing. Journal right after coffee. I don't see results. Results lag behind effort. You're compounding in the invisible stage. Stay consistent. The breakthrough will come. Section 7. Identity, integrity, and self-respect. Every time you follow through on a micro habit, you build trust with yourself. And that trust is the foundation of discipline. You stop seeing yourself as someone who procrastinates or gives up. You start seeing yourself as reliable. And that self-respect is more powerful than motivation. Because motivation fades, self-respect grows. Closing. So don't chase massive change overnight. Start small, build momentum, and let the compounding power of micro habits create a life you don't want to escape from. Because in the end, the difference between who you are today and who you want to become isn't one massive leap. It's 1,000 tiny steps. If this resonated, subscribe and join me as we explore the science of habits, discipline, and peak performance.